Beautiful people, welcome to Susan in Family Cooking TV from Susan in Family TV. How are you all doing? Hope you are doing great. As for me and my daughter, we are doing super great. By His grace, amen. With good health and long life, God Almighty has permanent for my daughter and me this day and forever, amen. And we wish you the same out there, amen. Beautiful people, welcome to another educative, entertaining, interesting true life stories from Susan in Family Cooking TV. Someone is there. She's coming close. I don't want to show her face. Another person is coming over. So escaping faces is so like difficult. Escaping cars, numbers is so like difficult when we are just like doing videos like this. Let me post it. When we are doing videos like this on the street, just like so I will just be doing the video because the more I'm just like posting the video, the more it's going to be taking longer. So we did a video some days ago, so I wanted to add this video to it, and I couldn't add the video to it because why the the recording of the video went off. So I decided, okay, let's do this video in another video, let's do this topic in another video. So by His grace today, good health and long life, God Almighty has permanent for my daughter and me this day and forever, amen. And everyone out there and your kids, so we are going to be doing this video today. So feel free, comment in the comment section what you think about this video we are going to talk about. So this is a true life story we are going to talk about, but this story happened I think about 6 months ago, but I saw it on the TV. I saw it in the YouTube I think last week. So I was thinking of, okay, let's try to do a video. Let's try to talk about this true life story of this judge, and let's try to do a reaction to it. So feel free to comment, feel free to put your own comments and what you feel about this true life story of this judge. So our today's topic says, a judge found out after 50 years of his marriage his children aren't his. A judge find out after 50 years of his marriage his children aren't his. Lessons of life, true life story. So the judge didn't like brief everything about his 51 years of marriage before finding out that his children aren't his, but he just brief little things which I'm going to talk about before we are going to be reacting to this video. So according to the judge, he is a judge, not a lawyer. The lawyers, we lawyers, if I studied at my, did my university all through, I would be a lawyer. But I believe that by now I would have been a judge, so gradual step from lawyer to be a judge. So this old man, he's already a grandfather. So he's not a lawyer, but he is a judge, So for a judge to be in his marriage for 51 years and he didn't like find that even for a day that his children, I'm skipping faces, is just too populated. People are on the street, so I cannot stop them from walking. I cannot be skipping faces going. So I'm just going to try to be doing the video. When I see faces, maybe I just like shift the camera to another side because I'm just like skipping faces. I'm passing a lot of streets already by skipping and skipping faces. So we are just going to go ahead with our video. So as I earlier said, I said for a judge to like not be able to able to find that in his 51 years of marriage that his children aren't his, that he only found out after his 51 years of marriage that his children aren't his. That is like, I don't know how to put it. If I want to call it, it's like strange. I don't know the word to use for it. Or if we want to say his wife was too much like secretive, I don't know how to put it. I don't know the real word, the main word to really use for a judge, because it's not a lawyer, So a judge, he is the one who like fights for other families. It can be even in that 51. Hello. So beautiful. What I'm trying to say, for a judge of 51 years in marriage, not to find out that his children aren't his, to me, I find it awkward. To me, I find it very strange, because if he's not a lawyer, if he's not a judge, maybe he's just a banker, he's just a worker of any other, he's just a worker, but it's not a judge, even for a judge. I believe for a judge would be very, like, very smart in 51 years to find out that his children aren't his true biological father, his children aren't his true biological children. And I also believe many judges out there will be able to sense something secretive about their wife, that they think that maybe their wife is keeping a secret from them. I believe that before that 51 years, if it was to be other judges or other lawyers, I'm thinking that they will be able to find out that the children aren't it. So that is what we are going to be talking about. So feel free, because I want us to do this video, because I don't know how to put it. When I saw the video, I was like, so many people did video about it. I saw someone who did a video, the man shouldn't forgive his wife. For him, it cannot even be a step papa. His wife said it cannot be. His wife told him not to be a step papa to any other child, so that is not, I will also talk about that is not a good thing to advise a man. I know that I'm not telling the woman, husband and wife, to divorce, but it's not a good thing to put on video or on YouTube that men shouldn't be step papa to other kids. So when a man is divorced, he cannot be on his own. When he find a woman who already have a child, just like me, I have one child, I have one daughter. So when I come across an amazing, responsible man who is ready to be a responsible, husband to me, a responsible dad to my daughter, so any friend that is like negative, trying to like pull him back, no, don't be there, don't go for a woman who have, children already, so that doesn't make any sense. So being a single mom or being a single dad, that doesn't mean that we cannot find true love again. So I also saw in the same reaction, other people did reaction that it's even better for so many men who are like looking for women to even like have contact or even get married to already we single moms that already have kids already, because we have a lot of experience. So there is a lot of reaction to this, so but a lot of them were like very angry with this judge that come that he couldn't find that in 51 years as a judge that is not the true biological father of his children. So we are going to be doing our reaction. So when you are following our channel, I'm the kind of mom, I always love to stand by the truth. When I see that the men are not like, when I see that the video we are doing, the men are not, maybe what the men did is not good, I cannot put the blame on the women. And when I see that what the women did are not good, I cannot put the blame on the men. So I'm the kind of mom, I stand for the both side. I stand for the side when the woman is right, I stand for the woman. When the man is right, I stand for the man. So that is how life's supposed to be. So we cannot say because we are mom, we should always stand for the women or stand for we moms like us. No, we cannot say because because the men had the head of the home marriage, so we should just like put all the blame on women, even when we know that the men are at fault. No, things are not done that way. So we are going to be doing our reaction. So according to him, I'm just going to brief little things because he didn't like come up with everything that happened in these 51 years of marriage that led him to, after 51 years of marriage, before he found out he's not the true biological father of his children. So he have 2 children with his head. So according to him, he also said they divorced already after 51 years of marriage, because why he found out after 51 years of marriage his children aren't his. So he also mentioned that his wife cheated on him. So that is another point. So we are going to go to that. So he said his wife cheated on him. So after his heart broken after 51 years of marriage, only for him to find that his children aren't. That is just all he said. The only thing was just like insulting the woman. She is a beast, she is a bitch, she is a, so that was all he was just saying, because of out of anger. When someone is angry, you can say all sorts of things, because you cannot blame this man for 51 good years. even he have grandchildren, so 51 years of marriage, so he already is a grandpa. According to him, he also say he have grandchildren already with his children, which he find out that they are not his true biological children. So I said, for a judge to find out after his 51 years of marriage to his wife that his children aren't his, I think the judge work was taking almost all his time, that he didn't notice what was happening in his marriage. To be frank, not all women can have self-esteem. Not all women can have self-control when it comes to when it let me pause it when it comes to when they need a man to be with. So that is one thing. So I said it can be because the video, because of the other. I said it can be that for a judge to find out after his 51 years of marriage that he's not the true biological father of his children. I said it can be that his work was taking too much of his time. It can be that his work was taking too much of his time, and it can also be that because of his work that was taking too much of his time, it can be that his wife was not the kind of woman or a wife who can have self-esteem. It can be that his wife is not the kind of wife who can have self-control. It can be that his wife is not the kind of man who can a kind of woman who can control herself when it comes to men. That is true. So because to me, I think this story, true life story, is very strange, So for a woman, a wife who got married to a judge, one thing she doesn't lack. And so one thing is certain, that she's not lacking anything, because you know how much a judge maybe 1 month, maybe a judge can get, some judges can get even up to 8,000 euros or $8,000, that, because that is their work. So one thing is certain, that this woman was not lacking anything in her home. This woman was not she was not lacking anything in her marriage. So that is out of it. By the time that we'll start to talk about some women cheated in their marriages, it can be that is everything we're going to be talking about. It can be that sometimes the women, they were lacking food, they were lacking cream, they were lacking clothes, they were lacking everything to be a wife, to be a mom, to be, things in the home for her and the kids, which the husband was not giving her. So she was not having other choice than, oh, what can she do? She need this thing. Okay, since maybe there was no opportunity of having work, she went to sleep with a man, which I cannot blame that person, because that is his or her life. So I cannot just put myself in this position to say that, oh, why did she do that? Because she knows what she needs, that she can feed she and her kids with, if she's not getting it from her husband. So that is aside. So in this case, this woman, his wife, is married to a judge. So that means his wife don't lack anything. So there is no way his wife can tell us that, oh, even when her husband was a judge, she was not getting anything from the husband. The husband was not taking good care of her and her kids. They were lacking everything. Even her husband was rich, her husband was rich, her husband, no, nobody will believe that. Because if she got married to a judge for 1 year and she realized that even when her husband is a judge, she is still lacking things that she needs, she and her kids need, I think she will be the one to go for divorce first, because why? She knows her husband have the money. So that is not the case. So I believe we are just thinking what went wrong, that this judge couldn't find that in 51 years of his marriage that his children aren't his. So we are just thinking maybe this were the things that went wrong. Maybe something like this happened because why the judge didn't just really come out with something to say that what really went wrong, So we are just contemplating maybe something like this happened. So one of it is why I said one of it is maybe the husband, the judge, was too busy with his work. As a lawyer, as a judge, we are 24 hours busy, even in the home. When you are, maybe when the judge is through with his work in the courts, when he comes home, he don't even have the time for his children. He don't have the time for the wife, because why? He is busy for the next case. Is going for the next day. So it's not all women. I said in the other video, I said for we Nigerians, I'm from Nigeria, and from my particular tribe, Benin, it is a taboo and it's forbidden for when we women, we moms, when we are married, it is forbidden for us to sleep with another man. If not, something bad can happen either to the husband, either to the wife. But the kids are like exceptional, because the kids are innocent, So to avoid that, all we moms, moms from Benin Kingdom, because it's just like something that they did years ago, and you cannot like escape it. So the only way you can escape it is when a Benin woman like me got married in the church or in the court, but not traditionally. The husband didn't pay a bride price. But if maybe her husband paid a bride price, there is no way a man who paid, a woman who got a bride price paid by her husband, whether a man is from Igbo, Yoruba, even if he's a white man and he got married to a Benin woman like me and he paid my bride price, even if maybe tomorrow I get married to a white man and he pays my bride price, it's not because of, it's not from Benin that the thing will not work. No. It doesn't work like that way. As long as I myself, I am from Benin, my both parents are from Benin. It's only in my mom's side that my grandmama from my mom's side, they are half Yoruba and Benin, but my mom father also is a Benin. So my father's side, my grandpapa, they are Benin. So it work very, very fast, So if a man pays my bride price, even if it's up to a white man that pays my bride price, I can never, no. I will not even dare it to even like go close to, for a man to even see the way my lap is, even talking of climbing the lap and doing something, so something bad can happen to the husband or the wife, So that is why we Benin, we are very afraid. You can see many Benin, they don't trust their husband. They're just okay, they don't want the bride price paid, they want to do court marriage, they want to do only the church marriage. It cannot affect. When we do the church and the white marriage, it doesn't affect. That doesn't concern the Benin Kingdom. What concerns the Benin Kingdom for anything concerning is tradition. When a man pays your bride price, traditionally pays your bride price, so you cannot like sleep with another man until the man takes his bride price from you and your family. So I'm thinking that, this man, he's a white judge. So, in Europe, every culture is different. It can be that the white people in their culture, they don't know what is, there is a taboo in marriage when you sleep with another woman, with another man. They don't know what is, there is forbidden when a white woman sleeps with another man when she's married. So the white culture is very, very different from the Africa culture, mostly from Benin Kingdom where I come from. Marriages culture is very different from the white people. So the white people don't see it at anything that when they are married, their husband will satisfy them, they need to sleep with, that is a forbidden thing for them to sleep with another man. So they don't see it at anything. So it's a story that is like very popular. So like this thing, I never knew is so popular that married women can sleep with other men while they are still married. So I come to find out this through a George channel that I have been following. I was like seriously, can white women even, because to me I believe that the way I am, that is how all women are. So even before 2024, even up to 2023, I can even like stand for every married woman and say that no, they don't cheat on their husband. That is truth. That is me. I'll say no. They are married. Even when their husband is like twisting something, he found that that their wife cheated on them. I never believe. I will not lie to you. I never believe. I say, please, you are just trying to form up. You are just looking for excuse to divorce your wife. I believe that as a married woman, no married woman will cheat on their husband, because why? That is how we are brought up, So after following this amazing George channel, I begin to like, because when their husband brings them to this amazing judge, it's like let me say like 100% of the children they are bringing for DNA test, only 5 or 10% will be the true biological children of the men that are coming for the DNA test. 90% of the children are not the man biological kids. So then the judge will now ask them, what happened? So the judge will begin to ask them, what happened? What happened that your kids are not the true biological children of your husband? Before they start speaking the truth, they cheated on their husband. That is when I begin to realize that That is when I begin to realize that married women, some do cheat on their husband even when they are still married. Not only married men who cheat on their husband. So let's try to go to the next one before the video goes off. So I say it can be his wife was not seeing her husband when she needed him. It can be his wife was not satisfied with her husband. It can be also it was fertility issues that she couldn't have baby with her husband that led her to cheat on her husband with another man, which resulted her having 2 children out of her wedlock, children who aren't the biological children of her husband. So let's read the next one. So I also wrote, I'm not saying a wife should cheat on her husband, because I can never cheat on my husband when I get married. For me to cheat on my husband is better for me and my husband to find a solution together of what would have made me to cheat on my husband. So this video is like, people will like, oh, why are you standing? Are you like standing for the woman that she cheated on her husband? I'm not saying that married women should cheat on her husband. I also said I can never cheat on my husband. So for me to cheat on my husband, it's better for me and my daughter, it's better for me and my husband to find solution to what would have led me to cheat on my husband. So I also wrote, but we are talking about maybe one of these reasons was why the judge wife cheated on her husband, and for her husband not to find out the children aren't his biological children is what baffles everyone, because 51 years of marriage is really a lot. No matter how smart, secretive his wife was as a judge, he should have been able to sense something wrong in his own marriage. He should have been able to know that something is not right with him and the children. He should have gone immediately for a DNA test when he said his wife cheated on him. He shouldn't have waited for 51 years of his marriage before finding out his children are not his true biological children, because his wife cheated on him. So I also added this for the woman. I said no matter how she thinks her husband will feel when he finds out his children are not his biological true children, is not the true biological father of their children, she would have still find how to tell her husband that he is not the true biological father of the children. The man is not the true biological father of his children. If he start looking for another woman, it's going to take him a long time before he's going to be able to have his own true biological kids. So I also wrote, he would have not divorced his wife, but to forgive her even when it's hard for him to forgive his wife and still accept the children like his own true biological children. So beautiful. We are going to add 2 more. So I also added, when your wife cheated on you in your marriage, it's better you do a DNA test on time instead of finding out after years your children aren't your true biological children. So beautiful. I also added the things we know we can't forgive in marriage. It's better we avoid those things before saying I do, not to resort to divorce later. That is truth. Beautiful truth is this. The truth of this true life story of this judge who just realized that his children aren't his after his 51 years of marriage to his wife. The only solution to me is for him to forgive his wife. I know it's going to be like too difficult for him to forgive his wife. Even when he said he has divorced his wife, he still needs to forgive his wife. Because why? Before getting married, before saying I do, there are things we moms, like I'm a single mom, there are 3 things I said I cannot take from a man. I cannot involve myself with a married man, never. I cannot have a relationship, friendship with a married man, never. And I will never get married to a man who molests his daughters, stepdaughters or girls. And I can never have any relationship to do with any man who beats wife or beats a woman or beats his kids. So these 3 things, I avoid them in marriage. So every moms like me out there, men out there, women out there, so everyone is able to like find that what they really cannot like forgive in marriage. So these 3 things, I can't forgive it in marriage. So I will not even like want to start a relationship or saying I do in a marriage when I find out these 3 things are already in the man. I cannot get married to this man when I know I cannot forgive him of these 3 things when he does these 3 things. So if we are able as a mom like me, women are there, men are there, if you are able to focus out, all these things you don't need in your marriage and you are able to avoid these things that you know that you cannot forgive in your marriage, and you see that those things are not in your man, and your man or your woman are not going to do those things, you can go ahead and get married. Oh, kids are doing, and it's not good for me to video them. Let's come to this side. Kids are doing sports. So if you are like, okay, let's say example for a man who beats a woman, you already find that, okay, let's say a man who womanize, a man who is like after different women. For me, that is not my problem, but there's a lot of women out there who are like, they can't have anything to do with a man who womanize. They cannot have, let's say, okay, example of me, we're talking about me. Maybe there are some men who say that they cannot forgive their wife when their wife cheats on them. So you should be able to tackle out this in your relationship, in your friendship with your woman, before getting married to her, that if she's this type that can cheat on you, you should be able to know. No man will come out to say that before, even if you know your wife in a month, 2-3 months, you should be able to know already that maybe she is the type that will cheat on you. And if you know that you cannot forgive her when she cheats on you, don't even go ahead to get married to her. So anything we moms, women out there, men out there, fathers out there, single dads out there, single moms like me out there, you cannot forgive your partner of when your partner does it, or when our partner does those things. So there is no need for us to get married to those kind of men, or you as a man get married to those kind of women when you know that you cannot forgive them. So we are also going to talking about the reason why I said he should forgive his wife, even if maybe because of heart of anger he divorced her already, he still needs to forgive the wife. Because why? He's 51 years in marriage, and this man is going to like 70 years already. He's 70 years is in marriage. It's like 70 years. So now, to start with, there is no way this man can like be able to like get a woman on time now. Okay, let's say now it's not like 70 years old, because it's 51 years of his marriage before he found out. So it's like his kids, his children, 2 children, they are like almost like 50 years already, and they have grandchildren already. So is he going to abandon these children that he has already nurtured, he has already known as his own children? There is no difference between a child that you have known as your true biological kids, even when you find out later they are not your true biological kids. The only thing you need to do is just to forgive. Because we moms, when our husband cheat on us, when I'm married tomorrow, I don't pray my husband to cheat on me, but if maybe something like that, nobody can tell, I will forgive my husband. But as long as those 3 things, he doesn't do those 3 things, that is the only thing I avoid. So apart from that, cheating is not a thing that, I will say that when he cheats, I'll just go for a divorce. No. There is no way I can divorce my husband just because he cheated. No, I cannot just allow my husband to another woman to just take him just like that, just because he cheated. No. So if we moms, women out there, we can forgive our